You're not broken. You're just awake in a system designed to keep you small. This act dismantles the illusion, validates the viewer's lost feeling, and sets up a surge of motivation and urgency. If you feel like you're falling behind in life, confused about who you are and afraid you'll waste your potential, good. That means you're awake. Most people never even get there. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to stand out. And that disconnect you feel, that's your alarm clock ringing. And if you're multitasking right now, stop. Put the phone down, close the tabs, and lock in. The next few minutes might just save you a decade. Life today is louder than it's ever been. Scrolling, swiping, comparing. But the loudest voices are usually the most meaningless. You're overstimulated, not underachieving. You're addicted to micro hits of dopamine that steal macro opportunities. Your brain isn't broken. It's been hijacked by algorithms, apps, and expectations. Think of your brain like a Ferrari being driven in a crowded alley by someone who doesn't know how to shift gears. No wonder you feel stuck. Every hour you spend in confusion is a vote for a future you'll regret. School taught obedience, not wealth. Jobs reward predictability, not genius. Society tells you to fit in when your soul was designed to break out. You were taught to survive, but no one taught you to build. Remember when your biggest fear was monsters under the bed? Now it's mediocrity over your future, and that's scarier. Insert relatable montage voiceover. Wake up, commute, job, commute, sleep, repeat. And you're told this is life. But is it? Or is it just programming? What if the very path you're on is the reason you feel empty? And more importantly, what if you could jump off it starting today? You're not lost. You're buried. Social media shows highlights. Culture sells illusions. Your inner voice got drowned out. The you see in the mirror is often a collage of everyone else's opinions. Most people don't hate themselves. They hate the fake life they're trapped in. When was the last time you made a choice that wasn't influenced by fear, approval, or money? Strip back the conditioning. Start asking powerful questions. What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What pisses me off in the world? What do I envy, and why? Clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from deciding. Right now, you're standing at a mental cliff. Behind you is comfort. Ahead of you is the unknown. But guess what lives in the unknown? Your empire. And in the next act, we're going to begin building it. You're not behind in life. You're just in the waiting room of your breakthrough. In Act 2, we'll build the tools to finally get clear on your purpose, unlock a vision that excites you, and design a plan that's too powerful to ignore. The Awakening, with power, precision, and emotional lift. This is where the fog begins to clear. Your viewer is no longer numb. They're starting to feel alive. The goal here is not just to inspire, but to agitate, stir, and activate. You don't find your purpose. You build it, step by step, decision by decision, belief by belief. We move from I feel stuck to I feel a spark. This act takes the viewer's raw emotions, frustration, anger, envy, confusion, and uses them as fuel instead of baggage. Purpose doesn't knock. It whispers when you're paying attention. Ever felt irrationally jealous of someone? Good. That's a clue. Most people think purpose is like a lightning strike. One day it hits you and you suddenly know what you're here to do. But that's a lie. Purpose is built from patterns. The things that piss you off, the moments that move you, the situations you can't stop thinking about. Start here. What do you envy in others? Not surface envy, the car, the fame, but life envy. What life do you secretly wish you had? That envy isn't weakness, it's data. Next, anger. What makes you mad? Not at people, but at systems, at unfairness, at wasted potential. Your anger often reveals your values, and your values are the compass to your mission. Then comes curiosity, the things you Google at 2 a.m., the rabbit holes you fall into. Your curiosity is a breadcrumb trail to your inner obsession. The world keeps asking you, what do you want to be? But maybe the better question is, what won't leave you alone? Make a list. 5 things you envy. 5 things that outrage you. 5 topics you can't stop exploring. The overlap is your fire zone. You either feel your pain now or suffer the regret later. Staying stuck is not neutral, it's expensive. Let's be brutally honest. Being lost isn't just confusing, it's dangerous, because the longer you drift, the more your standards shrink. You start accepting average, you normalize mediocrity, you convince yourself that this is fine. But it's not fine. You're not just losing time. You're losing energy, confidence, identity. When you're numb, you're easy to control, easy to manipulate. You become a cog in someone else's machine. There is no pause button in life. There's forward, or there's erosion. Most people don't realize they're paying a soul tax every single day they stay misaligned. So the real question isn't, what if I fail chasing my purpose? It's, what happens if I don't? You don't need a full vision. You need a signal. Still waiting for clarity? Clarity comes from motion, not meditation. Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't need to know the full plan to move. You just need the first flame, that tiny pull towards something different. It might be learning a skill, quitting a job, moving to a new city, starting a YouTube channel, saying no, saying yes, anything that pulls you out of numb and into now. When you move toward what feels right, even slightly, you start building internal evidence, evidence that you can trust yourself, that you're capable, that you're not broken, you were just dormant. Don't wait for the perfect path. Build the path as you walk. Tonight, take one messy, imperfect step. DM someone. Sign up. Show up. The fire comes after you strike the match. Now that you've found the fire, it's time to build the life around it. Because a spark without structure dies, but a spark with strategy, that becomes a wildfire. The life you crave isn't built by luck, it's built by systems. We shift from, I feel something changing inside me, to, I know how to build something real outside me. Don't wing your life, architect it. If you wouldn't build a mansion without a blueprint, why build your life without one? Let's ditch the guesswork. You need a blueprint, a system, a model for your ideal life. Not a fantasy, but a framework. One that balances 4 power zones: wealth, health, relationships, and mission. Think of your dream life as a mansion. Wealth is the foundation. Without it, everything collapses. Health is the structure. If you fall apart, the life crumbles. Relationships are the design, what makes life worth living. And mission? That's the fire in the fireplace, the reason to stay in the house. Every day you live without designing your life, you're building someone else's dream. Success isn't about motivation, it's about systems. You don't need more motivation. You need automation. High achievers don't rely on hype. They rely on habits. Wealthy people automate the important things so they don't have to negotiate with themselves. Want to level up? Master your mornings. The first 90 minutes of your day either set the tone or sabotage it. Want to attract wealth? Track your money. Respect it. Command it. Want to be clear-minded? Create tech-free zones. Get off the dopamine leash. One ritual can change your identity. One consistent action can flip your self-belief. And once you believe differently, you live differently. Pick 3 non-negotiables. 1 for mind, 1 for money, 1 for mission. Make them sacred. Track them daily. Repeat until it's instinct. Your environment is either pulling you forward or pulling you under. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your surroundings. You want to change your life? Start by changing your environment, because willpower fades, but structure sticks. If you're around broke thinkers, you'll never think big. If your phone is your therapist, you'll never hear your inner voice. If your room is chaos, your mind will be too. Design your digital space. Clean your physical space. Audit your social space. Upgrade your mental space. When you design your environment for elevation, success becomes inevitable. You can't live a royal life with a peasant mindset. Your future self isn't waiting. They're watching. Here's the truth. You can't become rich, fulfilled, or legendary while still thinking like the old you. The broke you, the bitter you, the scared you. You have to shed. You have to shed identities, beliefs, labels, and step into your future self now. You want to be rich? Think like someone who already is. You want to be powerful? Speak like someone who owns the room. You want to be purposeful? Move like someone who knows where they're going. Because identity isn't earned, it's decided. Write this down. If I already had the life I wanted, how would I act today? Then go act like it. Every damn day you've woken up, you've built the engine. Now, it's time to break the chains that hold you back. Because in Act 4, we destroy the inner enemies that keep you small. You can't build a new life with the bricks of your old story. This act moves the viewer from, I'm building something better, to, I've burned the bridge to who I used to be. It's time to confront the chains, mental, emotional, environmental, and break them for good. You're not stuck. You're programmed. Most people are held hostage by ideas they never chose. Let's be real. You were not born insecure. You were taught to be. You were not born afraid of success. You were trained to be. Society, school, even your family installed programs into your mind. Programs like, rich people are greedy. It's selfish to put yourself first. Who am I to dream big? And now, these beliefs run silently in the background, controlling your every move like malware. It's time to uninstall, rewrite the code, burn the script. Write down 3 toxic beliefs you inherited. Now write their opposites. Tape them to your mirror. Speak them daily. You're reprogramming reality. You can't heal in the environment that broke you. Sometimes, it's not fear of failure. It's fear of outgrowing your circle. Growth is lonely. Let's just say it. Because elevation requires separation. There are people in your life who love the old you, the one who settles, the one who complains, the one who doesn't challenge them. And as you grow, they'll resist, they'll mock, they'll guilt trip. Let them. This is your evolution, and evolution always has a cost. Also, look at your patterns. What do you keep doing that keeps you stuck? Late nights, toxic scrolls, bad food, self-sabotage. These aren't habits, they're anchors, and some of them need to be cut ruthlessly. Audit your top 5 people, top 5 habits, top 5 content sources. If they don't align with your future, cut or replace them. You can't build self-worth if you secretly hate yourself. If your self-talk was a person, would you let it near your future kids? You say you want to be wealthy, powerful, free, but how can you lead a kingdom if you're still at war with yourself? Many people don't need more motivation. They need to forgive themselves for the missed chances, for the wasted years, for the bad relationships, for the times they betrayed their own potential. Forgiveness isn't letting yourself off the hook. It's reclaiming the energy that guilt has been stealing for years. Self-love isn't affirmations. It's decisions, discipline, and the willingness to say, I messed up, but I'm not done. Write a forgiveness letter to your past self. Read it out loud. Burn it if you have to. But free yourself from the past before you build the future. Burn the backup plan. Go all in. Do you want to be free, or do you want to be safe? This is it. The part most never reach. You've awakened, you've climbed, you've shed. Now, there's one decision left. Will you commit to becoming someone no one can recognize, even yourself? No more dipping your toe in, no more waiting for permission, no more, let me see if this works. You either go all in, or you go home. You don't need one more book, one more course, one more podcast. You need a mirror, a match, and the will to say, that version of me, dead. This version, dangerous. Right now, record a voice note to yourself, future you. Tell them what you burned, tell them what you've built, then live every day like you're answering to them. If you watched all 5 hours, you're not just interested. You're different now. You've walked through the fog, you've found your fire, you've begun your climb, and now you've broken through. So what's next? You go out there and build the life they told you was impossible. And when it gets hard, when you feel lost again, come back to this moment, because now you are no longer lost. You are becoming legendary.